The distant cry setting. The year 2387. Earth's Deep Space Monitoring Station orbits Neptune, scanning the void for signs of intelligent life. The story opens with Commander Jake Morris staring at his console displays in the cramped monitoring station. For 15 years, humanity has been listening to the cosmos, hoping for contact. The station hums quietly as automated systems process thousands of signals from across the galaxy. Lieutenant Amy Park notices an unusual transmission, cutting through the cosmic background noise. The signal is weak but structured, clearly artificial. As she enhances the audio, a desperate voice emerges, speaking in broken English mixed with an unknown language. Please, anyone. Our world dying. Children starving. The hunters come. Need help. Coordinates follow. The transmission repeats for several minutes before cutting to static. Jake realizes this is humanity's first confirmed contact with alien intelligence, but it's a distress call. The aliens somehow learned human language, suggesting they've been monitoring Earth's broadcasts. Dr. Lisa Chen, the station's linguist, works frantically to decode the alien portions. She discovers references to the Hunters, a species that apparently destroys worlds and harvests resources. The aliens calling for help are peaceful farmers whose planet is under siege. Jake contacts Earth Command immediately. Admiral Tom Blake, Earth's top military commander, receives the transmission with mixed emotions. Humanity has dreamed of first contact, but not like this. The coordinates point to a system 47 light-years away, at the edge of human faster-than-light travel capability. The alien transmission reveals their species calls themselves the Gentle Ones. Their planet, which they name Green Home, is being systematically destroyed by the Hunters. The Hunters are described as ruthless beings who strip mine entire worlds, enslaving or killing native populations. Blake calls an emergency session of the Earth Defense Council. Representatives from all major nations debate humanity's response. Some argue Earth should stay hidden to avoid attracting the Hunters' attention. Others insist humanity has a moral duty to help. Colonel Mark Davis, Earth's most experienced combat commander, argues that helping the aliens could provide valuable intelligence about potential threats to Earth. If the Hunters are truly as dangerous as described, humanity needs to know about them. The debate rages for hours. President Ana Rodriguez makes the final decision. Earth will respond to the distress call. However, they'll send a small, heavily armed fleet, rather than revealing Earth's full military capability. Blake orders the activation of Project Titan, Earth's most advanced warship program. 3 massive vessels are prepared: the Thunderstrike, the Iron Wolf, and the Stormbringer. Each ship carries experimental weapons and Earth's best soldiers. Commander Jack Roberts is chosen to lead the mission aboard the Thunderstrike. A veteran of the Mars colonial wars, Roberts has never lost a battle. His reputation for tactical brilliance and fierce protection of civilians makes him the perfect choice. As the fleet prepares to depart, scientists work around the clock to upgrade their weapon systems. Earth's military has developed devastating new technologies: plasma cannons that can melt through any known material, kinetic bombardment systems that strike with the force of meteors, and defensive shields that can withstand incredible punishment. The final preparations reveal humanity's hidden strength. For decades, Earth has been secretly developing military technology far beyond what other worlds might expect. The Hunters are about to encounter something they've never faced before. Roberts briefs his crew on the mission parameters. They'll jump to the alien system, assess the situation, and engage the Hunters if possible. The primary goal is rescuing civilians, but they're authorized to use any force necessary. The 3 ships launch from Earth's orbital shipyards under cover of darkness. As they engage their faster-than-light drives, the crews know they're making history. This is humanity's first military action beyond their solar system. During the journey, the crew studies everything known about the distress call. The aliens described massive black ships that block out their sun, ground forces that show no mercy, and weapons that turn cities to glass. The Hunters seem to view other species as nothing more than resources to be harvested. Roberts realizes this mission will test everything humanity has learned about warfare. They're traveling to a distant world to fight an unknown enemy in defense of aliens they've never met. The crew prepares for battle, knowing they represent all of Earth. As the ships approach the alien system, long-range sensors detect the truth of the aliens' desperate message. The planet is under siege by a massive fleet of dark vessels. The hunters have arrived in overwhelming numbers, and the gentle ones are losing their fight for survival. The stage is set for humanity's first interstellar war, first contact with horror. The Thunderstrike, Iron Wolf, and Stormbringer drop out of faster-than-light travel at the edge of the alien system. What they find exceeds their worst fears. Commander Roberts stares at the tactical display showing dozens of massive black ships surrounding the alien planet. Each hunter vessel is twice the size of Earth's largest warships, their dark hulls seeming to absorb light itself. Streams of smaller craft move between the ships and the planet's surface, like insects swarming a dying animal. Lieutenant Ben Carter at the communications station picks up fragmented transmissions from the planet below. The voices are filled with terror, families being separated, children crying for parents who will never return. The aliens peaceful. Civilization is being systematically destroyed. Captain Maria Santos aboard the Iron Wolf reports what her sensors are detecting. The hunter ships are strip mining the planet's surface, carving massive wounds in the landscape. Entire cities have been reduced to glowing craters. The orbital bombardment has been going on for weeks. Dr. Peter Walsh, the fleet's xenobiologist, analyzes the alien broadcasts. The gentle ones are herbivorous creatures who have never known war. Their technology focuses on agriculture and art, not weapons. They are completely defenseless against the hunter assault. Roberts orders the fleet to maintain stealth while they gather intelligence. Earth ships use advanced cloaking technology to observe the enemy without being detected. What they learn is disturbing. The hunters appear to be a hive-mind species. Their ships move in perfect coordination, and their ground forces show no individual initiative. They are efficient killers, but they seem to lack creativity or adaptability. They've never faced serious resistance before. Captain David Kim aboard the Stormbringer identifies the hunter fleet's weakness. Their ships are powerful but old, designed for overwhelming defenseless worlds rather than fighting other warships. They rely on brute force and superior numbers rather than tactical sophistication. The alien planet's surface tells a story of one-sided slaughter. Peaceful cities have been reduced to rubble. Agricultural zones have been poisoned. The hunters are not just conquering. They are erasing an entire civilization from existence. Roberts receives another desperate transmission from the planet. An alien leader named Elder Nara speaks directly to the human fleet, somehow knowing they are watching. She explains that her people have been monitoring Earth's radio signals for decades, learning human languages in hopes of eventual contact. Elder Nara reveals the full horror of the hunter invasion. The aliens have been enslaving the strongest members of her species while killing the rest. They harvest biological resources, mine valuable materials, and destroy everything else. No world they visit ever recovers. The Elder shares crucial intelligence about hunter weaknesses. Their ships have powerful weapons but weak armor on their undersides. Their ground forces are vulnerable to coordinated attacks. Most importantly, they have never faced an enemy that fights back with intelligence and determination. Roberts makes a decision that will change galactic history. Despite being outnumbered 20-1, he orders the human fleet to engage. Earth's ships drop their cloaking and accelerate toward the hunter fleet at maximum speed. The hunter response is immediate and overwhelming. Dozens of their warships turn toward the approaching human vessels, their weapons charging with deadly energy. The aliens have encountered something they never expected, another species willing to fight. The first exchange of fire lights up the space around the alien planet. Hunter energy beams slice through the void, but Earth's ships are faster and more maneuverable. The Thunderstrike dodges a massive plasma burst and returns fire with its experimental kinetic cannons. The human weapons prove devastatingly effective. Tungsten projectiles accelerated to incredible speeds punch through hunter armor like paper. The first enemy ship explodes in a brilliant flash, its debris raining down on the planet below. But the hunters adapt quickly. Their remaining ships form a defensive formation and begin coordinating their attacks. The human fleet finds itself surrounded by enemies on all sides, outnumbered and outgunned. Captain Santos reports critical damage to the Iron Wolf's main engines. Captain Kim's ship is taking heavy fire from multiple directions. The human fleet is holding its own, but they cannot win a direct confrontation with so many enemies. Roberts realizes they need to change tactics. Instead of fighting the entire hunter fleet, they need to rescue as many aliens as possible and gather intelligence about the enemy. He orders a fighting withdrawal toward the planet's surface. Human ships dive toward the alien world, using the planet's gravity and atmosphere to their advantage. The larger hunter vessels cannot follow as easily, giving Earth's forces a temporary respite. As the human fleet enters the planet's atmosphere, they see the true extent of the devastation below. But they also see something else. Groups of alien survivors hiding in the ruins waiting for rescue. The real battle is about to begin. The fury of Earth, the 3 human warships streak through the alien atmosphere, their hulls glowing from atmospheric entry. Below them, the planet's surface reveals a landscape of horror. Once green fields turn to ash, crystalline cities reduced to rubble, and the scattered remains of a peaceful civilization. Commander Roberts coordinates the rescue operation from the Thunderstrike's bridge. His tactical display shows hunter ground forces moving across the planet like a plague, herding alien survivors toward massive collection centers. The enslaved aliens are being loaded onto transport ships for unknown purposes. Lieutenant Carter establishes communication with Elder Nara, who is hiding with several hundred survivors in underground caves. She provides coordinates for other refugee groups scattered across the planet. The Elder's voice carries both hope and desperation. Humanity represents their only chance for survival. Captain Santos leads the first rescue mission. The Iron Wolf lands near a group of alien families trapped in the ruins of their city. As the ship's cargo bay opens, hundreds of gentle ones rush aboard, tall, graceful beings with pale blue skin and large, expressive eyes that show their terror and gratitude. The aliens are unlike anything humans have imagined. They move with fluid grace and communicate through a combination of speech and subtle color changes in their skin. Despite their fear, they help each other with remarkable compassion, ensuring the elderly and children board the rescue ships first. But the hunters have detected the human presence. Massive ground assault vehicles converge on the rescue sites, their weapons charging with deadly energy. The hunter soldiers are revealed to be mechanical beings, not truly alive but sophisticated machines designed for one purpose: harvesting worlds. Captain Kim's Stormbringer engages the first wave of hunter ground forces. Earth's advanced weaponry proves devastating against enemies that have never faced real resistance. Plasma cannons melt through hunter armor, while guided missiles strike with pinpoint accuracy. The hunter machines adapt quickly, but they cannot match human creativity and tactical thinking. Roberts realizes that Earth's greatest advantage is not superior technology, but the ability to think and adapt in ways the hive mind hunters cannot comprehend. As the rescue continues, the human crews witness the full extent of hunter brutality. Entire families have been separated, with the strongest members taken as slaves while the rest are simply eliminated. The hunters view other species as nothing more than resources to be processed. Dr. Walsh makes a disturbing discovery while treating injured aliens. The hunters have been conducting biological experiments on their captives, trying to understand what makes different species useful. They are not just conquerors. They are studying other life forms to improve their harvesting techniques. Kanoi. Thunderstrike receives a priority transmission from the hunter fleet above. The alien voice is cold and mechanical, offering humanity a chance to withdraw without further conflict. The hunters claim they have no interest in Earth and will leave human space alone if the rescue mission is abandoned. Roberts' response is swift and absolute. "This is Commander Jack Roberts of the Earth Defense Fleet. We don't abandon innocent people to monsters. If you want to continue your slaughter, you'll have to go through us first." The hunter reply is equally direct. More ground forces begin landing on the planet, while the orbital fleet moves to cut off any escape routes. The hunters have decided that humanity represents a threat that must be eliminated. The battle intensifies as human forces engage hunter machines across multiple fronts. The Iron Wolf and Stormbringer coordinate their attacks, using Earth's superior tactics to outmaneuver the enemy. Human soldiers fight with a fury that surprises even themselves. They are defending not just aliens, but the principle that strong should protect the weak. Elder Nara reveals crucial information about the Hunter home fleet. These ships are part of a vast armada that has been destroying worlds for centuries. But they have grown complacent, expecting easy victories against defenseless civilizations. They have never encountered a military force that fights with both advanced technology and fierce determination. As the rescue operation continues, Roberts realizes that this battle is about more than saving one alien world. If the hunters are allowed to continue their rampage, they will eventually threaten Earth itself. This is humanity's chance to send a message to the galaxy. Earth will not tolerate the strong preying on the weak. The human fleet begins coordinating a massive counterattack. Instead of simply rescuing survivors, they will attempt to drive the hunters away from the planet entirely. It's an impossible mission against overwhelming odds, but Earth's forces have something the hunters lack: the willingness to sacrifice everything for others. The tide of battle is about to turn. Humanity's hidden strength. The battle for the alien world enters its critical phase as Commander Roberts unveils Earth's most closely guarded secret. Hidden within the 3 human warships are experimental weapon systems that represent decades of military research. Technology designed not for conquest, but for the protection of innocent life. The Thunderstrike deploys its primary weapon system, a gravitic pulse cannon that can create localized gravity wells. The first blast catches a hunter-heavy cruiser off guard, crushing the vessel like an aluminum can. The remaining hunter ships scatter, their hive mind processing this unexpected development. Captain Santos coordinates with ground forces as the Iron Wolf unleashes swarms of autonomous defense drones. These small, intelligent machines protect alien refugees while the larger ships engage the main hunter fleet. Each drone is programmed with one simple directive: preserve life at all costs. The hunters respond by calling in reinforcements from their orbital fleet. Dozens of additional warships descend toward the planet, their combined firepower enough to glass the entire surface. But Earth's forces have prepared for this moment. Captain Kim activates the Stormbringer's experimental shielding system, creating a protective barrier over the largest refugee camps. The shield generators draw power from the planet's magnetic field, creating an impenetrable dome that can withstand even orbital bombardment. Elder Nara watches the human ships with amazement. She explains to her people that these warriors from a distant world are risking everything to save strangers. The concept of such selfless sacrifice is foreign to the hunters, but deeply familiar to her peaceful species. Dr. Walsh makes a breakthrough discovery while analyzing captured hunter technology. The mechanical soldiers have a fatal weakness. They cannot adapt to completely new tactical situations. Their programming is sophisticated but rigid, designed for overwhelming weak civilizations rather than fighting creative opponents. Roberts coordinates a complex battle plan that exploits this weakness. The 3 human ships separate and begin executing seemingly random attack patterns. The hunters cannot predict or counter these moves because they have never encountered such unconventional warfare. The Thunderstrike uses its superior speed to dart between hunter vessels, targeting their communication arrays. Without coordination, the hive mind begins to fragment, causing confusion among the enemy ranks. Individual hunter ships start making tactical errors. Lieutenant Carter intercepts hunter transmissions revealing their growing concern. The mechanical beings are reporting to their superiors that they have encountered an unknown variable, a species that fights with both advanced technology and unpredictable strategies. The rescue operation expands as human forces establish secure evacuation zones across the planet. Thousands of alien civilians are brought aboard the Earth ships, their fear gradually replaced by hope as they witness humanity's determination to protect them. Captain Santos makes a disturbing discovery in one of the hunter processing facilities. The mechanical beings have been studying dozens of conquered species, cataloging their weaknesses and strengths. Earth is already listed in their database as a potential threat. The hunters have been monitoring human space for years. This revelation changes everything. The battle is no longer about saving one alien world. It's about preventing the hunters from eventually targeting Earth itself. Roberts realizes that humanity must send a message so clear that the hunters will never dare approach human space. The human fleet begins implementing Protocol Omega, a desperate gambit that will either save the alien world or destroy all 3 Earth ships. The Thunderstrike, Iron Wolf, and Stormbringer begin channeling their full power into a coordinated assault on the Hunter command ship. Dr. Walsh identifies the massive vessel controlling the Hunter fleet. If they can destroy or disable it, the remaining ships will lose their coordination and become vulnerable to individual attacks. But the command ship is protected by dozens of escort vessels and powerful defensive systems. The assault begins with the Stormbringer creating a massive electromagnetic pulse that disrupts Hunter sensors. The Iron Wolf follows with a barrage of kinetic projectiles that punch through the escort screen. Finally, the Thunderstrike charges directly at the command ship, all weapons firing. The Hunter response is immediate and devastating. Energy beams slice through space as the entire enemy fleet concentrates its fire on the approaching human vessels. The Iron Wolf takes critical damage, its hull breached in multiple locations, but the human attack succeeds. The Thunderstrike's gravitic pulse cannon strikes the Hunter command ship at point-blank range, tearing the massive vessel apart from within. The explosion is visible from the planet's surface, a brilliant star that signals the beginning of the end for the Hunter fleet. Without their command ship, the remaining Hunter vessels begin to withdraw. But Roberts knows this is only the beginning. Earth has revealed its strength to the galaxy, and the consequences will be far-reaching. The final phase of the battle approaches. The message to the galaxy. The destruction of the Hunter command ship sends shockwaves through the enemy fleet. For the first time in their species' history, the Hunters face an enemy that not only fights back but wins. The remaining vessels begin a chaotic retreat, their hive mind fractured, and their tactical coordination destroyed. Commander Roberts watches the enemy withdrawal with grim satisfaction. The immediate battle is won, but he knows this is far from over. The Hunters will report back to their superiors about humanity's capabilities, and Earth must be prepared for the consequences. The Iron Wolf limps back toward orbit, its hull scarred but intact. Captain Santos reports that her ship saved over 3,000 alien civilians, cramming them into every available space. The rescued aliens work alongside human crew members, their natural compassion making them invaluable helpers despite the language barriers. Elder Nara broadcasts a message to her surviving people across the planet. Her voice carries new hope, as she explains that the strangers from the distant world of Earth have driven away the Hunters. The humans asked for nothing in return. They simply saw beings in need and chose to help. Captain Kim's Stormbringer begins establishing orbital defense platforms around the alien world. Using salvaged Hunter technology and Earth's advanced systems, they create a protective network that will warn of any future attacks. The planet will never again be defenseless. Dr. Walsh compiles a comprehensive report on Hunter capabilities and weaknesses. The mechanical beings are powerful but predictable, their hive mind making them vulnerable to unconventional tactics. Most importantly, they have never faced an enemy willing to sacrifice for others, a concept their programming cannot comprehend. The rescue operation continues as human forces locate hidden refugee camps across the planet. The gentle ones emerge from their hiding places with wonder and gratitude, their large eyes reflecting both the trauma of their ordeal and amazement at humanity's intervention. Roberts receives a priority transmission from Earth Command. Admiral Blake's voice carries both pride and concern as he congratulates the fleet on their victory. But he also warns that humanity has just announced its presence to the galaxy in the most dramatic way possible. The implications are staggering. Earth has revealed advanced military technology, tactical brilliance, and most importantly, a willingness to fight for strangers. Every species in the galaxy will now know that humanity exists and will not tolerate the strong preying on the weak. Elder, Nara makes a formal request that changes galactic history. She asks if her people can join with humanity in a mutual defense alliance. The Gentle Ones offer their advanced agricultural technology and peaceful wisdom in exchange for Earth's protection. It is the first formal alliance between humanity and an alien species. The Hunter fleet retreats to the edge of the system, but not before sending a long-range transmission toward the galactic core. The message is simple but ominous. A new species has emerged that poses a threat to the established order. The Hunters are calling for reinforcements. Captain Santos makes a discovery that explains the Hunters' centuries of success. The mechanical beings deliberately target peaceful species, avoiding any civilization that might fight back effectively. They are bullies on a galactic scale, preying only on the weak and defenseless. Roberts realizes that Earth's intervention has upset a balance that has existed for millennia. The galaxy has been divided between predators and prey, with no one willing to stand up for the innocent. Humanity has just declared itself the protector of the weak, a role that will make them enemies of every aggressive species in the galaxy. The alien world begins to heal as human medical teams work alongside Gentle Ones to treat the wounded. The cooperation between species is remarkable, humanity's determination complementing the aliens' natural compassion. Together, they represent something new in the galaxy, an alliance based on mutual respect rather than conquest. As the Earth fleet prepares to return home, Elder Nara presents them with a gift that will change everything. Her people have been monitoring communications across the galaxy for decades, gathering intelligence about other species and civilizations. She shares this information with humanity, providing Earth with a complete map of galactic politics and power structures. The data reveals a disturbing truth. The Hunters are just one of many aggressive species that terrorize the galaxy. Dozens of civilizations live in fear, waiting for the day when predators will arrive to destroy their worlds. The galaxy is ruled by the strong, with no one willing to protect the weak. Roberts makes a decision that will echo across the stars. He sends a message to every species in the galaxy, broadcast on all known communication frequencies. The message is simple, but revolutionary. This is Earth. We have heard your cries for help. We are coming. Humanity has just declared war on every bully in the galaxy. The age of prey and predator is ending. The age of protection has begun.